Okay, welcome to the onboarding, and I'm going to walk you through the full setup for an Etsy shop in this video. So it's pretty easy. The first screen you're going to see is this onboarding screen, and it's just going to ask you for your type of business and what you do, and then you press submit, and there's a little, all of the pages have little cards and then this kind of thing, like how it works, and you can close it just by clicking it. So for a type of business, in this case, we're going to do Etsy because I'm an Etsy seller. And what do I sell? I sell personalized gifts for all holidays to people who want to give amazing gifts. I don't know, something like that. And then hit submit. And then I'm taken to the checklist right away. Now, on this page, though, I will tell you, I do have everything's unlocked up here now. So I can go to my domain, brand, keywords, products, appearance, banner, text block, images, everything is unlocked. What I would recommend, if you're not sure of any of these, go to the knowledge base, and there's a ton of articles in here that you can just click and get set up with. So the checklist will show right there. I can go back to it. So at minimum, we need a keyword and your brand info so the system can generate posts that match your niche. Next, choose your hosted domain, so your site has a working address, which I believe we already have under domain. So that is done. We give you a default one like that, but you can change it. So if you want, just go to menu, go to domain, and then we have this. So I could just get rid of that junk in there if I want. This will just update it like so. And now it's updated to that. So my domain is actually zelasty.ftbsites.com. Now, I could also use a custom domain if I really wanted to, where I could go out and buy a domain and I can hook it in here. So that is totally possible too. But right now, I'm just on a subdomain. So we're going to go back here and we're going to go back to the checklist. So now my subdomain is set to zelasty.ftbsites.com. This is good enough to go. You could use this, or like I said, you get your own. You could call it like, if I have my store here on Etsy, which is called etsy.com/shop/zelasty, I could buy a domain like zelasty.com, and then I could also put a subdomain on there called like blog.zelasty.com, and I could point that here to my blog if I really wanted to. So now keywords, I gotta click this. And how this works is basically you have a primary keyword, and think of that as your topic bucket. So it's not a single blog post title. When you add the keyword, we automatically build a full topic cluster around it, which is a pillar post and 15 supporting posts. And then it goes through all the reasons why we do this and why it works and what you need. So if you need ideas for cluster-worthy primary keywords, tap the Need Keywords card at the top, and we'll suggest ones for you. So hit this, and now you're on this page, which does explain this is for primary keyword research, but we just want to enter this. For example, if I want this Valentine's Day gifts, if that's my primary, I should go out, and it'll take a second because it's actually going out and trying to find other primary keywords for you. And then here's the ideas. So these are intended to be cluster-worthy targets. Now you can look at them on Google too if you click this. It'll show you like personalized Valentine's Day and who's ranking and what they're ranking for and all that good stuff. There's also questions on here. Now we generate these for you based on the primary, so you don't have to do that at all. But like personalized Valentine's Day gifts, that's probably a good one. Unique, handmade, custom, Valentine's Day gift ideas, gifts for her on Valentine's Day, gifts for him. Those are good. Gifts for him, Valentine's Day gifts for couples, last minute. So these are all primary keywords that you could add. And if you see one you like say personalized Valentine's Day gifts, or maybe I want that. So I'm going to click use this keyword. And now it takes me back to the keyword page. Okay. And it's already pre-filled with personalized Valentine's Day gifts. So on your plan, you're allowed I'm on like the top level plan, so I could have 5 clusters going at once. If you're on the standard plan, I suggest 1 cluster at a time. On the pro plan, you can do 2, possibly 3, but I'm on the one that's posting like every day with images and all the good stuff and big long posts. So I can actually do more clusters on my plan than the standard plan. So if you have one plan, you're going to go after one keyword at a time. And you might be thinking, well, that's really slow. Well, yeah, but that's what free traffic is. So I'm going to hit submit. And then what's going to happen is it's going to go out and it's going to build everything I need for this cluster. So this is going to be the pillar post or the main post. All the 15 other posts are going to use keywords that we generate that are actually questions or scenarios or examples. They're all optimized perfectly. They're going to point to that pillar post. And then once we submit our sitemap to like Google Search Console and get actually in there, it's going to make a lot of sense for what we're doing. So right now, all my keywords, I have personalized Valentine's Day gift. That's actually done. So if I go back to the checklist now, you can see I've got the keyword, I got the brand. Optional is the domains. Posting schedule is done. It's automatically filled. I can put in products or offers, appearance, banners, and text blocks inside my blog posts. Okay, so I can change anything I want at any time. I do suggest here, brand is done, but it's not completely filled out. So I will go to brand next, and I will put my brand name. I go like this. And then I sell personalized gifts. Who are your posts for? I want, so we'll say this, gift buyers. Then brand voice, you can do like friendly, funny, helpful. And then SEO guidance, here's a primary one. So right now it's personalized gifts. And then secondary, you can put these in. These will just help the system to generate the actual posts for you properly. You don't really need this, but you could do like Valentine's Day gifts. In my case, like Christmas gifts. Oops, spelled it wrong. Mother's Day gifts, Mother's Day gifts, and then seasonality. So we will actually adapt the posts. If you turn this on, you can turn it off. But if you turn it on, we will automatically adapt the post for the time of year. So the system will compute where we are, and then it'll look if we're in a specific like prime time for say Valentine's Day, which we are right now. It'll start slanting all the posts towards a Valentine's Day theme automatically. So you don't even have to worry about that. It's very cool. And then avoid, so avoid trademarks, no trademarks, no medical terms, whatever. And then I can hit submit. And now my brand part is done. Everything's saved there. So I go back to the checklist. You'll see there's still items on it. Down here, I have the products and offers I haven't added. Appearance I haven't done anything with. Banner and text block I haven't done anything with. I also need my image settings. So I'm going to go in here into image settings. And this is kind of, you can use the form to make all your images follow the same style, colors, look, feel, and vibe. So when someone reads your blog post, it makes sense and they match up nicely. So here's what we're going to do. We got, I'm going to do landscape, and I'm going to do, I like the flat vector style. And then I'm going to do this brand vibe. We could put in something like, I don't know, let's say Christmas colors, Santa vibe, gift giving style, something like that. And then in here, we're going to put like no text, no watermarks, no distorted faces, stuff like that. And I'm going to click submit. So now I've got my images set up, and I can go back up here and I can look at my checklist again. And it's not showing images, it should show them on here, but yours, it won't matter. If you're on the standard plan, you don't get images anyway, so you could totally skip that step. But products and offers, so how this works, add your product or offer by filling out the fields below and clicking submit. Will generate tagging phrases automatically so posts can link to it when relevant. We handle all the product linked offer and searches automatically. And the tip is don't add 500 at once because you don't have enough posts yet to do that. So for example, I don't really have any on here, unfortunately. I got, I don't even know if I can click these. I don't think they'll show. No, like that would be my offer if it were live, but it's not. So let's go back here. I'm going to copy that URL anyway, and that is what, a printable birthday card, funny gift. Okay, so this would be an offer. Printable birthday card, and then the URL, just paste that right there. And then what it is, I can go actually to my listing, if I had it, and I could just plug all this in. This is just the keyword stuffing, but so this, I'm going to paste this in like that. And then I'll submit. Now what's going to happen, give it a second, because the system is going to take that keyword and it's actually going to take printable birthday card, and it's going to find anchor phrases that it will then search through your post for to link it from the post to your actual product on like Etsy in this case. So this is where the power really comes in, because people will be searching for keywords on Google or within AI programs. They'll get answers, they'll get results, and they click through to your blog post, and inside your blog post has links going to your actual products. So what I would suggest is adding like your top 3 products first and letting the system handle the linking for you automatically, which is the best way to do it. Now we can go back here. So now I'm at like 5 of 8 complete. Now appearance, we can add a ton of stuff in here to totally change the look and feel of the site. There's a lot of stuff we can do, which I can show you, but we can do a header, footer, custom CSS, custom JavaScript even. Now this is filtering for some nasty stuff that people are going to try that we've already blocked, but this allows you to customize your blog post listing page as well as your blog posts themselves. So we're not going to do anything in here yet, but we can. And then banner, this is where you're going to actually upload or link to one in a URL, and this is going to show inside the post. Okay, and then you can do UTM tracking as well. So if you want to create a banner, do like 16:9 aspect ratio, because you got to think we're going to plan this for mobile first, of course. And then we'll go back here, go to the text block. This is where you can do something like want more tips, grab the free guide, and then the button URL, which is really cool for building an email list too, because you can make an offer here to give something away, get them on your email list, and then market to that email list. And the banner and the text block are all going to show up in every post that we do for you. So it's pretty cool that way. So now if we go back to the checklist, even if it's not done, we do have enough to go, and to actually, the system will look, and as long as the required stuff is done, it will go ahead and start generating the post for you on a schedule. So if we go back here to the dashboard, we'll see that I don't have any, there are stats too, like visitors today, visitors 7 day, page views today, total posts published, posts per week. So I'm on the 7 day a week. I'm on like the top plan, obviously, because it's mine. The site, and that edition is going to go away. Time zone. So you do need to set that too. So I'm going to click that, and I am going to set it to, oh, I think it's already saved. Check that. Yeah, it is American Toronto, so that's good. Notifications will show here too if there's anything we need to convey to you about your system. And then this is just your main dashboard. Your top posts will show here. Your top prefers are going to show here. This is your content calendar. Everything is done automatically now, so this will start filling in with actual posts that have been posted, as well as posts that are scheduled for the future. So you'll see a couple ahead of time. Now you can click them, and you will see a preview of them once they're generated. Because we just set this up, we're not going to see anything yet, but that is your basic setup. I do suggest doing everything on the checklist, especially the banners and the text block, because that's where you really like monetize your blog posts more than anything. Lastly, what I'll tell you in this setup part is go to your store, go in here, go to settings, go to, I think it's about your shop. Yeah, about your shop. Go to story, and then scroll down here, and there's shop links. Go with shop blog, and now type this in. So in my case, there we go. So now I've got that. I'm going to save it. Now on my blog, there should be a link, shop blog, which will go to here, which is not set up obviously yet, but this will be set up, and the post will start showing in here, and then we can actually modify this to suit our needs exactly through the appearance section in a bit. So that's your setup initial, and then we'll show you once some posts start being generated what you can do to actually customize the look and feel of this, as well as we should submit the sitemap as well to Google Search Console, which we'll do next. All right, so let's go here. Magically disappear Google Search Console. So click that, and we're going to add the token for it. It's just a page verifier. So if you're wondering, like, what the heck is this? What do I do? There's a little instruction here. That's the little thing that we need to enter there and press save. But if you go to the knowledge base, then you can go here to Google Search Console, and it'll show you everything. So you open this, then we're going to add a property. So down in this one, I'm going to click Add Property. I'm going to do URL prefix, and I'm going to type that in. So that's my URL because I didn't use a custom one. Continue. It's going to try and verify it, but it can't because I don't have the tag on it yet. So see this HTML tag thing? Go here, copy this, go back here, go to the menu, go to Google Search Console, and paste it right there. So that is a site verification that they need. So we'll click save. And now it's saved. Now verify on Google Search Console. And it says that's the tag that will be injected into the site's head, which is what you need. Now this should work. If it doesn't, then we're going to fix something. But verify might take a minute too. It depends. So ownership verified. We can now go to the property, which is perfect. And the next step we want to do here is just submit the sitemap. So go to sitemaps. And here we're just going to type in, and you can see on the knowledge base article here too, it is sitemap.xml that you're going to submit. So submit, there's all steps here, but submit your sitemap. So we want this. And our system generates this for your blog automatically. So go back here, and we'll go like so, submit. Boom. And then we will go, Google will periodically process it and look for changes. You'll be notified if anything goes wrong with it in the future. So now what we've done is we've submitted our sitemap to Google Search Console, which is really good. And then we can go to Bing Webmaster Tools as well and connect it, which is another, it's like a secondary thing. You don't have to do it, but it does help. So go to this one and just follow the steps in there. It's super easy. Do a Google search first and then do this after. Okay. So now if we go back to our checklist, you'll see we are at 8 of 10 complete. So we got a lot done. I noticed I put a Santa thing in the image settings, which was dumb. So I actually switched that. But the banner and the text block will show there. So that checklist will show until you actually enter everything on it. Once you enter everything on it, you're off of the checklist and you're good to go. There's nothing left for you to really set up. It's just a matter of tweaking things. But if we wanted to go here, we can look, and there's already a post generated, and it's scheduled to go out today. So this says Ultimate Guide to Personalized Valentine's Day Gifts. Now I made a mistake, and I put Santa in there. So I'm going to have an image of a Santa, which is garbage. Okay, so we're going to update the appearance. So just click on it, and then you can see your post, how it looks on your site. And it looks pretty good right now. Not too bad. I mean, it's doable. But if you wanted to make it look, match up more with what you want, then you can change anything you want in here. And you can get as advanced with this as you want to. But I mean, the first thing you're going to want to change is the name and the title, right? So you can do that just by going here and then going to menu and then appearance. And so where it says blog, I could change that, or I could remove that completely. That's my site name. I could change that. Whatever this is, I could change that, or I could remove it completely. And then down in the footer, I can add my own if I want. So I could put my store name and maybe a link to it, whatever I want to do. And as well, we give you the option to change every single aspect of it. So as an example, I'm going to show you this. If I have my page here, let's go back to here. And let's say on my store, I have this thing in the background. Well, I can go like this. I'm going to copy image address. I'm going to put that into a new. So that's my header on my Etsy store. And let's say I want my blog to have that going across the top. I can do that pretty easily here. So what I'm going to do is say this. I'm going to go to ChatGPT. If you don't have an account, get one. And then what I'm going to say is this. So you can view page source, and you can just copy the whole thing, and then go back here and say, here is my current page, and then paste all that in. I want to put this image across the top, full width, while keeping the container the same. Then I'll grab this. Can you do that with CSS? CSS means cascading style sheet, and this should be able to read that code, and then take in the image, and then give me back what changes I need to make. So it's a perfect case for CSS only. You already have the right structure. We'll make the hero go full bleed, 100 VW, whatever that is, while keeping the text constrained to your existing container width. You do not need to change your HTML. Goal recap, there you go. Add this to the default file. So full width blog hero, there we go. Doing that, and then a little bit more. And then we'll go here. Oh, don't need that. So I'll copy this code, and I'll go back here. And I don't need to edit the HTML at all. I can just add this to the bottom, it said. So scroll down to the bottom, and paste, and then save. Submit. Now, when I hit reload, it should go across. There we go. So now it's going across nicely. I have this weird overlay, and my stuff is all space weird now. But, I mean, I don't really want that on there at all. So what I would do is go back here, and then I can say this. Delete. And then submit. And then reload. Oh, it's still showing. Okay. Why are you still showing? Took that back in. All right. Let's go like this. Maybe I have to just delete the sections. Try that. Okay, that got rid of all that. And now that is basically close, but we have this weird overlay. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to say, can you hide the text in the header? And can you remove the dark overlay and make the image height whatever it is in the real image? Because it's a background image, can't read the image intrinsic height, but we can match it visually by using an aspect ratio. So 7.5 to 1. Okay, so add this. So we're going to replace what we just did with this. Aspect ratio is right move. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go back here. Let's go down to here and go to the bottom. And we can make those bigger too. So we're going to scroll to the bottom of this. And there it is. So we're just going to replace all this with what they said. And then click submit. There we go. So now, on these pages, we've got our header from Etsy, which is cool. And it looks like our blog more, like a lot more. And you can even change, if you don't like this card thing, you can get rid of it too. You can literally change anything you want. You have to give the code to ChatGPT and then tell it what you want to do. And it can literally change everything by the CSS part, which is this part right here. Custom is only available on a case-by-case basis because it's a security risk. So in here, we've got the footer now too, and we could say something like this. Down at the bottom of every page, the current footer is this. So we could say, go back here and say, all right, here's my current footer HTML. Can you replace that with my store, my Etsy shop name, and a button to click to go right to my store. And I'll give them the link to the store. There we go. See what it does. And then it does this to add that to make the button look real, not like a link. So I'll do this in 2 steps. I'll go back here. I'll say, okay, there's my footer, and I'm just going to save that and watch what it looks like without the styling on it. So look at the bottom here. There. So lastly on Etsy, visit our shop. So you could do that, and that will click through right to the shop. Perfect. Now I could also style that using what they're telling me in here. So they're saying add that to make it look like a real button. So we can do that. So copy that code, go back here, go down to the bottom of this file, and we can paste that. And now watch how it changes. There we go. Visit our shop. Nice orange button, clickable. Very nice. And you can put whatever you want down here too for your footer. And as well in your header too, you can put whatever you want. Like, it's really up to you what you want to do and how you want to make it look. But I think something like that is just nice because if you're linking from here to your blog, it shows the same image up there. And that's just one example. And that's what the other page looks like. So now when people are coming here, they're seeing this and they can literally, it's the same header that your Etsy shop's using. And these blog posts have the same header and footer. So it's all tied together. And you can modify this to suit basically anything you want. You can get as fancy as you want with it. The key is feed AI the code, tell it what you want to do, and it will give you the updates. So there you go. And it tells you everything too. If you want next, Etsy icon in the button, shop on Etsy badge style, footer centered versus split layout, dynamic year auto update, multiple store buttons, just tell me what direction you want to go. It'll give you the code, you can paste it in, and then it'll actually style it for you too. So that's how easy it is to make your blog match whatever you have. If I go back here, yeah, this one too, there we go, same thing. If I want to change the color of a link, just tell it the link you want to change. If I want to remove the date on the post, I can do that. There is just so many customization options here. And again, birthday card printable, that's cool because I put that in. So that's linking right to, if it were showing, that listing on my store. So that's the product that we added, and it's putting that in perfectly. So that is how you do the appearance, and that is how you can make it work. And you can also reset it to the default if you want at any time. To go back to what we offer at the start, just hit the reset and it'll pop up a little button up here. And it'll say you have to hit OK for it to do it. That's a little safety measure. But anyway, that's how you do the appearance. We're on to the next. Okay, now we're going to add a banner just to finish this off. So if I go back here to checklist, you can see we've got 2 items left, the banner and the text block. So I'm going to click this. And I'm going to actually, I can create a banner, 16:9 is good, and I can do that very easily too. So I can go to ChatGPT and just say, this, can you create a banner for my Etsy shop? Then I'll put this, so I can go have a look. I want it to say click here now. hang on. There. Because in here, if you do 16 by 9, it's nice. And you got to think, like, that is huge, right? 1200 by 675, maximum 3 megabytes. But it's going to be viewed mainly on a phone. So a lot of your readers that come from Google or AI or wherever, they're going to view this on a phone. So we'll just get AI to do up a quick banner. We will upload this to the system. We'll put a link. We'll put the UTM tracking on it, and then that will be off our checklist. This banner is also something that you can update at any time. There we go. We love it. Very nice. So I'm going to save that right there. Good. Now I'm going to go here. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to choose my file, and maybe I'll rename it in a second here. So let's go Valentine. Like that. Now it might be too big. It can happen. It might say it's too big. This one is actually, no, we're at 2.4, so we're good. Target URL, you could put a collection or whatever. I'm just going to put it to my store. And then UTM will be blog banner, and campaign will be Valentine's Day. Just go like that. And then submit. And now it should say we're updated. Yep, promo banner uploaded and saved. So now when I go back here to my checklist, that's done. And then when I go back here to my actual site and view something, view a post, the banner is right there. Now you're thinking, that's huge, that looks awful. Nah, I mean, somebody clicks it, they go through to your site. That's a good thing. And watch this. This is how it looks on a phone. Go to the phone view. Look at that. So your images might look big here, but they're not. They're actually quite small. And we have to build everything with the thought that people will be viewing this on a phone, because 80% of the people are going to be viewing that. So that banner all of a sudden is not that big. And then when they go to Etsy, they're going to see that. So that is a good thing, not a bad thing. Let's go back here. And let's go back here. And so we're done with the banner. Quite easy, very easy to do. And then if you need more information on the banner, go to the knowledge base, go to banner, what it is, what it does, how to edit it, how to set it up, set target URL, everything. Good ideas, bad ideas, image tips, all the troubleshooting is all right there too. All right, go ahead and set up your banner now. Okay, so last step is to add the text block. So I just clicked it from the checklist to here, and I'm into settings, and you just add some text, add your link, add your UTM tracking, hit submit. You got this thing, says text block save, and then when you go to the menu, you might see it the first time, but when you reload, you won't see checklist anymore because you don't really need it. If you want to change the domain, go here, brand, go there, keywords there, products or offers, go there, appearance, Google Search Console, all the way down. You can still do everything on the checklist. It's just available here in the menu. All right, so let's go look at a post now that has the call to action in the bottom. I'll just go to the first one here. So this is what our blog post looks like right now, which is pretty cool. Everything's nice. And like, you can change anything you want on here. And there's how the call to action button looks. So what I put is, want to see some amazing gifts you can give. That's what we do, learn more. And then it goes to the store. But you could also put like, want the perfect Valentine's Day gift, or want the perfect coffee mug, or want the perfect t-shirt, or want the funniest hoodie ever, or want a sentimental blanket, personalized gift. Whatever product you have on Etsy, you can put it in there, or you could send them to an email list, an email opt-in page, like if you use MailerLite or MailChimp. MailerLite I actually suggest over MailChimp. It's cheaper and just as good, if not better. So you could create a MailerLite account, right, for your Etsy store, and you could build it by having this in the bottom, and you could even say, get 10% off everything in our store when you subscribe to our newsletter, and then click here to subscribe or learn more. They go to the page. It's an opt-in page that says enter your name and email, click submit, boom, they're on your list. Now you fire them a sequence, right? You say, here's your 10% off, it expires, whatever you want to do, I don't know. But the point is, you can use your blog post now to do a lot of different things, right? You've got it all set up. It's all wired in nicely. It's all filling out the content calendar. You're getting visitors. You're getting page views. You can see your posts. You can see how many you have. You can, well, for me, I can change sites and editions, but you guys might not be able to see that because I'm on a different plan. You can change your time zone. Your notifications will show there. Everything shows in here. You can see your top posts, the ones that are getting the most. Now, I am actively filtering out bots and bot traffic right now because there's a ton of that online. So if you see some weird numbers, it could be that a bot hit a page and just then went nuts on your site. Some of those bots are actually good. Other bots are just annoying, but I'm filtering that as best I can right now. So you have some basic stats here. Your real stats, though, will come from like Google Search Console. So I do encourage you to visit that quite a bit because you're actually going to see, I can go there now, just to get the link. In Google Search Console, you're going to get your stats the best. Oh, there's Bing Webmaster Tools as well. That is optional, but you should do that. Let's go here, and let's go here, and let's look at, I don't think this is even indexed yet. No, it's not. So I am on here, right? And I've got an overview. Performance, I have like nothing. So what I could do is take my page, my post, and I could go like this, copy that, and then go in here, and then see where it says inspect your URL, but do the main one first. So that's your main blog post, hit enter, and it's going to actually, oh, URL is on Google. Nice, it's already on there. View crawled page, nice. So this page is already crawled. Sweet. Test live URL. Let's see. But you do that, and then that will kind of, it's kind of like giving Google a heads up, like, hey, I got this blog, go check it out. And that puts it on their radar, and they will actually start looking at it more and more. And then if I go here, like if I want to get this post exactly in there too, don't do this too often because they get annoyed, but you can do it a couple times. So they'll retrieve the data, and then the URL is not on Google. So we're going to test it live first. This is in the Google Search Console. And then we're going to request indexing. And that is going to put it into Google's radar, like onto their radar. So they're going to actually go, I remember that sitemap that we submitted, they're going to go and look at that sitemap every few days. And they're going to start seeing more and more posts. So it's available to Google. If it gets indexed and selected as conical, it could appear in the Google search results with all the relevant to-do, so request indexing. There we go. So URL was added to the priority crawl queue. Submitting a page multiple times will not change its position or priority. In fact, don't do this too often, but you could come in like once a week and submit like 2 pages. And then what you're going to start seeing in here in the performance, you're going to start seeing impressions go up. You're going to see queries. So this is what people actually typed in and your page showed for. You'll see clicks and impressions. You'll also see the pages that they actually looked at, which is your blog posts. You can see countries, devices, search periods, and dates. The real cool part is the queries though, because you will start seeing what people are typing in and what your blog posts are showing for. What that is fuel to go back here and to go back, well, not on the main page, but go to keywords. And this is where you'll go, all right, I got this keyword, right? So right now I'm really trying to rank for personalized Valentine's Day gifts, and I will. I'm at 50% of the cluster done. Scheduled, not published, but this gives you a nice little update. I'm allowed like pretty much 5 active clusters. So if I see another primary keyword from Google Search Console, I could come here and I could go, all right, cool. I need more. So let me go here. And this is for primary keyword research only. So I'm going to enter that seed. That seed is going to come from right here. So I will see what is getting me the most clicks, and I will copy that and I'll paste it into here, right here. And then it will give me a bunch of other options, which I can then add to free traffic blogger as a keyword which will create the primary post and the supporting posts around it. And that will give new content to my blog. Now, the banner image that I set is going to apply to all past posts and future posts. The text block is going to apply to all past posts and future posts. So those can be updated. They're dynamic as you go through the year, and as time changes or you have different sales going on, you can swap out your banner and swap out your text block to reflect the sale that you have going on your store. Not to mention, you've got traffic that's going to compound so much over time very nicely, because this kind of thing, if people search for something like this on Google, my page is going to start showing higher and higher and higher in here. And see this AI stuff too. We have built this in so that your page is actually going to be a part of this. And see down here how they have actual guides and links, and this is only the Google side. But if we go to ChatGPT and type that in, we want ChatGPT to have found our article, which is fully optimized for that, and it's actually hidden, which is legal too, by the way. It's fine. So if I go down to the page source, I'll show you where I put it. So down here we have, there's our call to action, but the post insights. So AIO means AI optimized. GO means general explanation optimized, I believe. And AEO means, I can't even remember the acronyms. GO. Hang on. Let me get this. Brain fart. 1 second. This is what we've optimized the post for. It's already in there. So there it is. AIO is simple. AI optimization. AI systems that generate answers. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, etc. What it means, structuring content so AI models can understand, summarize, and reuse it accurately when answering questions. What AI looks for: clear topic definition early, clean section hierarchy, concise explanations, explicit answers, not vague storytelling, list steps, comparisons, pros and cons. Example: personalized Valentine's Day or gifts that include name, dates, messages, making them emotionally meaningful. Why it matters: when someone asks AI, what are good personalized Valentine's Day gifts, your site becomes a source material for the answer. Okay, we've already done that. So right in here, you can see how we've got this. This guide breaks down personalized Valentine's gifts into the core parts, best practices, practical framework you can follow, built for shoppers, buyers. You'll see practical tips, examples, and next steps. And then the map is here. So this pillar covers the full topic through the following: how to choose, how to customize, how to order, how to write. Everything is in there. And then context is in there. Just everything possible that we wanted AI to know about us is in there. So if I go back here, answer engine optimization moves for Google featured snippets. People also ask voice assistants. So what that means is we're going to optimize for direct question and answer retrieval. They look for exact questions as headers, short direct answers, bullet points, FAQ, and then like this: what are the best gifts? Why it matters: this is how you win. Position 0 snippets, voice search results, instant answers in search engine result pages. And then GEO is a generative engine optimization. So this is for AI systems that generate long-form responses and comparisons. It means it will make your content useful when AI builds multi-paragraph explanations, not just one-line answers. All right. So they look for this, everything. That's why it matters now. You want to have everything built into your post. We handle all this for you, so you don't even have to worry about this. The goal is to get you traffic from AI and to get you sales from AI, which is the future. Okay. So, and even this, so AI knows what I've been doing with this. It says you are 100% right to move it away from the top. Humans don't want to read metadata SEO blocks. Search engines don't require them at the top. AI still finds them anywhere in the page. And best practice, what you're doing now: human-friendly intro at the top, helpful content in the middle. The blocks near the bottom as structured signals. So what we do is we help Google pull clean answers. We help AI understand the page. and we help AI reuse the content and explanations. Placement at the bottom, human first, machine second, correct. And then I can do a little bit more too, but we actually optimize everything for this already. So you're going to start seeing in here, this is for the Google Search Console, but on your traffic, you're going to start getting stuff from search engines, and you're going to get it from AI as well. So the key is once a cluster is built, you want to add in another one. So if you're on a standard plan, I would do one at a time, and you can look at that from your keywords here. And you can just see, okay, you've got one active cluster and you have one allowed is kind of what I set it at, just to keep it reasonable, because on the standard plan, you're at 3 posts a week. On the pro plan, you're at 5, and on the power plan, you're at daily. So because this one you're looking at is on the power plan, I'm allowed 5 clusters at once because I'm posting daily. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting to see on the Google Search Console for the next primary keyword that I want to target. And then it's going to build all those posts around it, and I'll see them showing up here. So you can see how it did it. It went, this is a pillar, and these are supporting posts. And then it will just keep going and keep going and keep going till that 15 supporting posts are done. And then it's going to actually give me a notification, and it will say, you need another keyword. So that's where we're going to go out and get it. How do we differ from all of the other kind of AI blogging platforms out there? Well, we're actually using strategy, and we're actually implementing every single possible cutting edge technique that we can possibly use to get you traffic. And then the difference from us too is we want you to monetize the traffic with your products, with your banner, with your text block, everything. So we're going to do links to your products, which you can continually add in here too as well. And you can see, like, we've got birthday printable card. That was just an example that I used, but we've already got 3 links. They're active, and it's looking for these anchor phrases in the post, and then it will actually plug in a link right to there, which is super cool. So the other thing that we do that's a lot different is our posts are written taking into account the products that we have to make sure that we have the ability to get the links that we need inside of our posts. And they're all randomized too nicely, so you won't run into any issues there. The real biggest difference is if you look at some of the competing AI blogging tools, what they'll do is they'll have a step where it says like enter your site, and then it says scanning site and generating keyword list, and then it'll have like a keyword, like a bunch of keywords it'll spit out. They're basically from AI. They're not from anything like Ahrefs or SEMrush or anything like that. So then you will click the keyword, and it will say like, oh, drag and drop it on your calendar, and then we'll create an article for that keyword. Cool, but that's what's called fake SEO. Okay, so there's no strategy. There's no way that's going to rank. That's never going to become a topical authority if you just have random keywords that you're writing random articles for, and you're just throwing them up on a blog. That's not going to work at all. So having done a boatload of research into this to get the most efficient and best traffic engine possible for you, I've done all that stuff behind the scenes to avoid what's called fake SEO. So I'm going to do this too. Watch this. So fake SEO is this: content that's created to satisfy a checklist, not a human. It technically follows SEO rules, but has no real informational value. So common is this: keyword stuffing disguised as optimization, repeating the exact same phrase, awkward headings, empty intros, AI generated fluff, content written for Google, not readers, template abuse, and then why it fails. So modern systems evaluate usefulness, not formatting tricks. So they can detect repetitive phrases, shallow explanations, AI content with no intent. What we do differently, we're not a blog factory, so we create useful pages that happen to be indexable, not SEO pages pretending to be helpful. Here's a real difference. So first, fake SEO is like, this guide will explore everything you need. We write for humans first, so it's human intent, not keyword intent. and we target intent, not keywords. So fake SEO is like one keyword, one page, and forced repetition. We are one topic, multiple supporting intents, natural language coverage, and I have them all coded in there too. We answered questions naturally, not mechanically. And then it's AI native, not AI spam. So fake SEO is this: generate 2,000 words, no opinion, hierarchy, or intent. We have clear intro, reasoning, decision, scannable sections, authority, and voice. And that means Google will love us. So we are separating humans from machines. So there's a lot of difference. The core difference: fake SEO tries to trick systems. We actually generally try to help users and let the systems figure it out. And then this too. So why it matters. Okay, good. So FTP also is built by a 7-figure seller and has the goal of getting sales from blog posts via product linking, banner updates, banner insertion, and text block insertion, which others don't have. I'll summarize this too. So most of the tools have one goal: get traffic. Our goal is to turn blog readers into buyers. So that's the main difference. Actually, that's just worded perfectly. So I'm not an SEO consultant or a content marketer or necessarily a tool builder, although quickly becoming one, or a product manager. I'm actually someone who wants the blog to make money, and I want you to make money with the blog. So that means I've designed everything with commercial intent baked in. Okay, and why that matters. So typically those guys go for rankings first, monetization as an afterthought, just add links later. No clicks, no trust, no conversions, but the intent from day one was to get traffic and get it to convert. So product linking that matches intent, we don't just randomly link them. We only link them when the reader is ready. So if you're buying this style works best because, product works best because, and the actual anchor text that we generate is human readable and friendly, and then the banner insertion, and then the text block, and why it works. Okay, and then that's true. There we go. So just spit out fake keywords, one article per keyword, and a pretty drag and drop interface. We don't. Yeah, and what I was trying to explain, the other thing, yeah, that's what they do. And that's why I see a lot of these fake SEO tools popping up. But they're not using any strategy. So we just do so much more here. A lot more. Anyway, I'm going to close with that. You can update this at any time. You can come in here. You can ask questions as well. If you do need help, send us an email to support. We'll help you out. And you should see everything filling in. If you notice anything funky, let us know, and we will get in there and fix it for your account. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. Go ahead and connect your Etsy shop to Free Traffic Blogger now. And if you have any questions, let me know.